Hello, I'm back, and this is my first video post Valentine's Day. So today is President's Day, as you know, so to celebrate George Washington's birthday, but George Washington was a punk-ass bitch, so fuck that guy. Today we're just going to talk about some things that need to be talked about. Mainly, this video is going to focus on people's astonishing reaction to the Rayman video and my thoughts on We Have a Voice. Don't worry, it's not going to be critical. So, without further ado, let's get to it. All right, let's get down into it. People falling for a obvious prank, and I know what some people are gonna say. It didn't look like a prank. It looked legit. Okay, let's break this down. As a matter of fact, let's analyze this. Okay, Rayman is a Ubisoft character, right? Ubisoft character. Now, first of all, Ubisoft screwed over Nintendo last year. Well, actually, ever since the Wii U came out, Ubisoft's been screwing over Nintendo. Almost every game they put on the Wii U was either shovelware or just not very good. For example, Zombie U was a budget title. It was originally supposed to be made for the 360. They ported it over and took out a lot of features. And it's basically a very stripped down game. Okay? Fun, but stripped down. Then, you know, a lot of Let's Dances and shit like that. Then they released Assassin's Creed 3. Arguably the worst Assassin's Creed in existence before the release of Unity. Oh, sorry, that's just kind of funny to me. So basically, so there we go with, you know, Assassin's Creed Unity. You know, Assassin's Creed 3 had Uplay in it and all the DLC and all that stuff. No one really bought it because, I mean, the DLC was kind of a waste of time, but, I mean, it was an okay game. Not great. Okay. Then the big game that they were hyping up was Rayman Legends. They took that game and they fucking delayed it. Around this time of year, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, they did that shit. It was supposed to come out like the 21st or the 24th, or maybe like it was in February. It was around this time of year. They delayed it 6 months in order to port it over to the Xbox 360, the PS3, and eventually they remastered it for the PS4 and the Xbox One. It flopped on all the other consoles except for the Wii U. The audience for that game was on the Wii U, and actually it would have been a system seller. And, I mean, I'm pretty sure Nintendo had some type of deal with Ubisoft, okay? Some type of reciprocal deal. Now, I know what some people are going to say, but, I mean, you know, their business relationships. Let me tell you something, okay? If you're Nintendo, you're not going to spend, like, 200... You're not going to spend, like, let's say it costs 20... Let's say it costs Nintendo $15 million to make Smash Brothers. Okay? I'm just saying. Let's say it took them, they spent $15 million to make that game. Okay? For the 3DS and the Wii U. And let's say that right now, because Nintendo, with their DLC that they've shown with their DLC that they release the game first and then they work on the DLC after the fact, okay? Like you're supposed to do with the DLC and expansions. You don't hold back DLC and you know, while you're making a game. You don't plan to make a game with how you can nickel and dime people after you get it out with DLC, unlike some games. Evil! Okay, so Nintendo basically said, you know, we're not going to do that to you. So they're not going to spend, I don't know how much, like, Sakurai, I don't know how big Sakurai's team is, but, I mean, let's just say we're not going to pay 20 people to work on DLC in order to give a boost for a company that screwed us over. That's bad business. That's very bad business. And it's stupid. And for you to expect a company to reward bad behavior like that. Because here's the thing. You know, like, whether you want to admit it or not, like, Nintendo putting Pac-Man in Smash Brothers 4, that helped the character. Putting Mega Man in Smash Brothers 4, that helped the character. That's boosting the visibility of those characters. That's helping out Namco Bandai. That's helping out Capcom. Why in the fuck would Nintendo want to help out Ubisoft after the bullshit they pulled? I mean, seriously, why would they do that? Why would they? Why? That makes no sense. The best example I could find, the best way I could relate this is if, let's say you, you know, you were in the South, your family was from the South, the deep South, and they were from a town that was heavily segregated and was so segregated that the town, instead of integrating when the civil rights movement happened, said, fuck that, we're going to stick with it. And those same people never left there. And you're going to go back to that town 50, 60 years after the fact and spend your money with those people? Fuck those people. They didn't want your money then. They were like, you're going to stay in your place, nigga. And they're obviously going to, I mean, they screwed you over then. I mean, why would you reward bad behavior? That makes no sense. And for people who rushed out, oh, this is totally going to happen. Really? 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 I mean, because Nintendo's been in the video game business longer than anybody. If you look at the cumulative years that they've been in business, you think a company that's been in business that long is going to do something that fucking stupid? Really? Really? Jesus. Okay. So, after the commercial break, I'll give my take on We Have a Voice. But first, this commercial break. All right, as the title placard says, greatness awaits. And what greatness am I talking about? This greatness, bitch. I'm not going to do an unboxing, but it arrived today. It arrived. I still have to do my system transfer and everything, which is going to be very interesting. I'm not going to do it until I get my new... SD card. Or not SD card, micro SD card. Because it's not going to be cool. I mean, I really don't want to, like... I don't want to try and do all that stuff and not have it, you know, do everything. So, yeah. Greatness came. I now have the most powerful 3D handheld device handheld gaming device in existence. Since Nintendo is the only one making a 3D handheld gaming device that I know of, Obviously, their next iteration is the most powerful. God, I can't beat default. Now, back to our main programming. Okay then, I'm back, and it's time to talk about voice chat. What do I think about voice chat? We Have a Voice is a very interesting uh, uh, movement. God bless them. Um, you know, I'm not gonna disparage anyone who's a part of it. Me personally, um, since I prefer local multiplayer, and if a game doesn't have local multiplayer, um, I really don't care about online multiplayer all too much. I'm not really all that influenced by a game having voice chat or not having voice chat. Because generally speaking, like I was playing voice chat games back in the day with games like Unreal and Quake and stuff like that, and Counter-Strike and Tribe, stuff like that. And I mean, for me, voice chat is just meh. I don't care. I just don't. I don't care. I don't. I play tons of MMOs where I use Ventrilo for voice chat. I don't care. It's not really a big issue for me. But for those people who are really interested in it, I advise if you really want your voice to be heard with Nintendo. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying it'll be on their radar. They'll be aware of it. Hashtag We Have a Voice. We, as in WII, have a voice. Use Twitter. Put the hashtag up there. You know. So that ends this video for today. I will have in the future coming up. I'm still in the process of making my review for The Golden Child. I will have it up. I will have it up this week. I will also be doing. I still have to put out my 2 WTF Japan episodes. One where I'll be talking about the time I was forced to eat mayonnaise ice cream, or tricked into eating mayonnaise ice cream, and the second one in how I almost lost my shit listening to horribly, horribly broken English at a Japanese karaoke bar with some acquaintances of mine. So, um, with that being said, I bid you adieu. Have a good day. Keep on gaming, and keep it going.